In the complex realm of emotions, few experiences are as profoundly unsettling for a woman as sensing a man's waning interest. Engaging with someone who, despite professing affection, appears entangled in emotional complexities, feels like navigating a precarious path of uncertainty. Yet, there comes a pivotal moment when it becomes crucial to subtly acknowledge this fading interest. Today, we'll delve into this captivating emotional landscape to uncover how the dynamics of disinterest can profoundly affect the female psyche. Prepare to explore the nuances of this scenario, where each action risks eroding the hard-earned confidence of a woman. We'll uncover the intricacies of how a subtle shift in interest can set off a chain of reactions, laying bare a bruised and challenged ego. Without delay, let's venture into this sensitive and compelling terrain. Number 1. The impact of disillusionment is overwhelming. Often, women live in the illusion that the game of love is easy, accustomed to men offering affection and ready to commit at any moment. However, when a woman realizes that a man's interest is dissipating, that he is growing distant, and the romantic trajectory is no longer as smooth, anguish sets in. In this scenario, a woman sees her ego being torn apart. The man considered a sure thing begins to show signs of disinterest, and she feels she is failing to maintain his fascination. All the strategies she used to win him over lose their effect. This is one of the main reasons for the profound blow to a woman's ego when a man loses interest, because she is accustomed to certainty, to an uncomplicated path. Facing a man who makes the journey challenging makes her question her own essence. If the woman is extraordinarily beautiful, her wounded ego turns into a storm of issues for her self-esteem. In many cases, she may suspect that the man is with her only for her looks. Then comes the concern that her beauty is no longer enough to keep the man interested, completely shattering her ego. Number 2. Overwhelming sense of lost control. Most women aspire, even subtly, to maintain control of situations, skillfully plotting strategies that often go unnoticed. While men tend to be more direct in their approaches, women achieve their desires without the need to explicitly request. However, when a woman realizes that her cunning no longer has the desired effect, that manipulation tactics have lost their effectiveness, and she can no longer shape events according to her will, a distressing sense of loss of control sets in. The woman's ego, normally accustomed to dictating the nuances of the relationship, suffers a significant impact. She finds herself in a state of vulnerability, realizing she has lost the ability to influence paths at her whim. In this helpless scenario, the woman feels a deep wound to her self-esteem, fueling the urgency to regain the control that was once so natural. When a man gives indications that he is losing interest, he inadvertently takes command of the situation. It is precisely at this moment that the woman feels most wounded because her leadership position in relational dynamics is threatened. The challenge now is to restore balance, regain the control that slipped through her fingers, while the man, once submissive, unintentionally becomes the conductor of the narrative. This shift in power is a striking blow to the female ego, accustomed to setting the rules of the game. Number 3. Her beauty doesn't catch attention. As mentioned earlier in the first point, a man's lack of interest is a deep wound to the female ego, leaving scars on self-esteem. This intensifies when it comes to an exceptionally beautiful woman, one who always has suitors lurking, seeking an opportunity to approach. When the woman's beauty is not enough to capture a man's attention, even if she is remarkably attractive and the individual shows skill in distancing himself and losing interest easily, a fervent need arises in the woman to seek his attention at all costs. The woman, with her wounded ego, initiates a battle to attract attention, trying to demonstrate that the loss is on his side, not hers. Thus, she engages in behaviors that deviate from her nature, all with the sole purpose of capturing the attention that seems to slip through her fingers. A woman in this state is unmistakable, as her actions reveal a desperate urgency to reverse the situation, doing things she normally wouldn't just to provoke the gaze that was once easy to capture. Desperation becomes the silent soundtrack of her quest for validation, and the reconquest of the spotlight that beauty once guaranteed. Therefore, we wrap up our investigation into these intricate emotional dynamics. If you appreciated our content and gained valuable insights, please consider liking, sharing with those who may find it beneficial, and subscribing to our channel for more compelling discussions on relationships and captivating emotional experiences. Together, we will continue to delve into the enigmas of human connections. Thank you for joining us, and until our next video, take care.